Okay, so this what happened. I started an experiment for science, and I had a cordless per car upright vacuum, and I wanted to try to convert it. Okay, to convert it from cordless to cord. Now, you can't really. Well, it's possible to do it with converters and all the other stuff, but I just want to kind of keep it simple, right? Regular power cord, but I had to convert the motor from this 50, I think it's 50 volt, right? I believe 50 volt DC motor to a 120 volt regular motor. Okay, so I had to get the motor, but I wanted to make sure that the cavity would fit. I still had a issue with the power switch to make sure that is working right, and I'm going to show you why that was an issue for me for a second, only for a second, because the moment I signed off this morning, it came to my head, and I was like, that's what we're going to do. So these batteries here, they're about $300, and the unit itself is about $900, eight something, $900. So the guy said, "Listen, I already paid for it. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep, batteries eventually stop their cycle. Eventually," he said, "Can I just get it where I can just have it corded, and then I'll just have it for the next, 10, 15 years. I don't have to worry about changing batteries." It's like, hey, I'll try it. Okay, but we have to buy a motor. So let me switch over to the overhead, and then I'm gonna show you what I did so far. If you want, you can check the earlier video, which is a little bit all over the place. But it was at the end of the video when I really just try to start trying this little experiment here. So I didn't even start it yet, so I don't know if it worked yet. But I want to tell you where I'm at so far, and if it does work, you can wait till the end and you'll see. Okay, so all right, so that's what we have here, right? So let me show you how it's supposed to normally look, and then I'm going to show you where we are with this, right? So I'm gonna see if I can allow me to move some of this over here real quick, because I want to show you what the setup is normally like for machines that have the power switch in the handle. When the power switch is in the handle, right, the power cord goes into the handle, the main power line connects to the power switch, okay, and then another, normally black, a normal, and then the power switch leaves the power, the wire leaves the power switch and runs down to the motor. Okay, then the white neutral connects to the white neutral, and that runs down to the motor. You see what I'm saying? So that live wire has a stopping point, stop and go, on off, right? And the white just keeps flowing nonstop. All right. So you have one cord going in, and then you have a separate cord. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like, just the visual, and then I'm gonna show you what I had to rethink. I had to rethink the colors. So this is what. Oh gosh, someone's coming, guys. I should have recorded this instead of doing it live, right? So you may hear me deal with the customer just for a second, but normally, so this is the power cord that would normally go into the handle. It connects to the. All right, give me a second. I have to give this lady a backpack. She's cleaning. She has a cleaning business, and I want to make sure she's taken care of. Give me a second. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Well, I'm fantastic. How are you? I got you all covered here, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. Yeah,
what happened the last
I
time?
think, and that was, we had to put another motor in there.
Okay,
So you have a new motor.
okay, good.
You must do a whole lot of cleaning to be burning out the motors like that. You're that busy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let me plug it in real quick. Yeah, the motor was shot, and there was no saving it. So I just had to just get in and get the motor. Yeah. Good to go. Good production. All right. Actually quiet too. You like that, right? Okay, so let me get this real quick. Get my little mechanism that allows me to take our cards here. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. I've been all over the place today, so my brain's a little. Here we go. All right. Okay. Hilda. Right.
Yes. That is one.
There you go, right here.
Okay. How much?
All right. There you go. All right. And then I can hit print. You want it print or text?
I think. I know.
Text is fine?
Yes, this is
Okay.
fine. No good.
Oh.
Yes.
There's
Not good.
I got caught.
How the product? Do you use the vibrant products for the cleaning?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's vinegar based, right? No, is it?
The vinegar,
Yeah.
not too much soap, but that's
Yeah, it was fine. It cleaned fine.
okay.
It cleaned fine. Yeah.
I use it.
Yeah. You can just hold
Oh
it right
my
here.
god, 200?
Yeah, it's the motor. Yeah, the motor did it. Yeah.
That is better. Oh my
Well,
God.
those are expensive machines.
Yeah.
But it's the motor. That's why I had to buy the motor. So if there was a used one, I would have went used for you and try to help you out there, but there was none.
Yeah, that is too much.
Yeah, see?
oil.
Yeah, the motor was that. I
Okay.
charge you my regular
Okay.
price, but the motor
Okay.
was that.
Okay.
All right.
That is the guarantee for how many days?
Well, you know what? Especially when it's commercial, they normally give like a 90 days. For
90
commercial. Yeah,
Okay.
because commercial, they kind of figure
That is new.
you're gonna clean. Yeah, brand new, brand spanking.
But I think.
And I buy it from my distributor, so they're warrantyable.
Oh, okay.
It's not like not Amazon or eBay or something.
No,
like that. I
it's
buy it from my
the
business.
company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so don't you worry. Yes, you're all set.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You take care.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, dear.
Thank you.
All righty.
You open any day now, yes?
Yeah, because you know it used to. Well, from 10 in the morning, but on Mondays you can reach me at 7 a.m. here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Take care. I'm sorry, guys. Normally, I would try to carry this stuff outside, but I'm trying to get back to you. But I'm like, these guys are waiting forever. And every time I open the camera and stuff, she's like, I got it. I can carry it myself. I'm like, all right, fine. Let me see if she'll go. And then she stops at the door. Hey, I got one more question. She did a Columbo on me. All right, so now, so being that the case, I had to get creative with the way I do it. Now, so this is what I did. Okay? This is what I did, guys. This is what I did. I'm excited about this, and it better work the way I anticipated to work. Okay? But there is something extra I want to do that I didn't think I wanted to do, but now I realize I got to do it. This might be too big, but I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put this shrink wrap around the connections here because let me show you what I have. Let me overhead. Let me do an overhead. It's probably too close. Give me a second. I don't wanna. If I zoom in too much, you're gonna miss a little bit of what I'm doing here. Let me do some more. I think that's good enough right there. Boom. Okay, so the battery normally will go here, right? Let me show you. All right, so the battery normally would sit right here, guys, right? This little section right here. Okay, that's where the battery goes, right? Locks in and everything. So we don't have this battery anymore, okay? The new motor fits exactly in the same corridor, little compartment as the other one, right? There's the other one I just had in my hand. Well, you saw it, right? So everything is the same. This is the motor that came with it, all right? And now we have a big, robust motor right here. Okay. You know what? I don't even have the chat, so I don't know if anyone is live with me right now. I just want to get this out, so I was all excited just to get this out. So I don't know if anybody's even there. Hey, Brianna, you here? Hey, girl. All right, so you're gonna see what I did. All right. You're gonna see what I did, Brianna. I figured it out. Okay. I figured it out. At least I partly figured it out. How's that? So far, I'm partly figured it out so far. Okay. So now let me turn it around. So the conundrum I was in was I was like, how am I going to do this? Because I can't send the cord up there. If I connect it directly, it's just going to turn the machine on the moment I turn it on. And so I have to find a way. I don't have a 2-cord system here. But I'm like, I can create the 2-cord system down here. Okay? Right? So I'm going to treat this white cord like it's a black cord. Okay? I'm going to treat the white cord like it's a black cord. All right? So that means the current is going to go into the machine, is going to hit the cord. Let me see, make sure this is right. Yep. So the current is going to hit the power switch. All right? And it's going to come out. Now, if someone's going to try this, just keep in mind the way they set up the power switch up top is the black cord isn't connected to anything up top. Okay? The way they did it, the black cord isn't connected. It's a ground and the neutral. Okay? That's what's going into the power switch up top here. Okay? The ground and the neutral. Let me I had a video. I was recording it, and I decided I don't want to record it. I want to just do it live, right? So if anyone is trying this, okay, check your power cord, your power switch up top first. Okay, check the power switch up top first where the handle is, because the way they did it, they had the ground wire in the power switch, right? I'm trying to find a power switch for you. I'm really excited about this. I'm a little bit jumpy, so let me get myself. All right, here we go. This is what a power switch looked like. So they had the ground, right? And they had the neutral on the power switch, and then this was just hanging on the side. It was wrapped in like just some tape, some tape. So I'm like, oh man. So if I didn't look up top, I wouldn't have discovered that. Right? The way they had it set up. All right? So, and that's why you couldn't plug it in directly to this, because it would have blown this motor out. Okay? And you probably wouldn't even got to turn the thing on in the first place. So now, what I'm doing now is I'm going to connect the live wire coming from the wall is going to go up, hit the power switch, so you can turn it off and on. I have my white and my black, but for the sake of this, they're both black. Okay? This is supposed to be black. Okay? Because this is a live wire also. Okay? So this live wire is going to connect with this other black, this live wire black. You got me? Okay? This for the sake of this. All right, so now I'm just going to do this. I just want to do the wiring just so I'll do all the cosmetic stuff later. Because all of this stuff is going to store inside this little section right here. Okay, see that? So I'm going to have to find a neat way to make sure this sits in here. This is going to come down. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like. Let's see if I can pull this off. And I got to pull it off in a way that the cord is not going to get yanked out. Okay, so just know that I'm thinking about all of that stuff. But it's going to be like, it was already clumsy when I got here. It's going to be clumsy also when I do this. But the cover was high enough to cover everything. I'm going to still have to do some kind of a neater, what do you call it? I'm going to have to do a neater version of this, okay? Just know that. See how, you can kind of cover it up. But don't worry. I'm gonna neaten it up. I just want to get this done for the video. Okay. I think I may have to do it this way. Yep. Don't worry. I'm gonna neat it up. I'm gonna make sure it's neat and snug and like a bug in a rug kind of thing. But I need to. I just want to do it for the video's sake to make sure I have it set. But this is what it would look like. Let me just do one end of it. I'm just gonna put one end of it in. Okay. So this will be covered up like this. Okay. All right, like that, nice and neat. All right. So the wire is still going straight down to the motor. Okay. The live is going in, running up to the power switch, comes down as a white wire and connects to the black wire. And now the black wire, right? We're doing it. The black wire now. And man, I know I'm probably butchering this thing and it's not making sense to some people, but I'm just excited because it was an experiment. So just bear with me. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just securing this cord here real quick. All right. So I'm putting this little thing that they have here, and I just want to secure the cord here real quick. So I'm just have to tuck it in and everything. Tuck it down in here. You know, it's going to go into a little section. You can't really see it because it's the way it's set up, right? And then I'm going to put this, and it's going to hold the cord in. I really prefer if this was metal or something stronger than this this plastic don't feel too strong. But regardless. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let me just kind of give you kind of an idea of what it looks like, okay? Like that. I can't even see if you're seeing it. So now, we're gonna test this in a second, guys. and if when I test it, if everything goes, and then it didn't happen. Okay, something happened. Something funky happened. It's like I don't know. All the lights went out. All right. So for the sake, okay, look. You know what? I prefer these clips than the. I prefer these honestly than the twist. I prefer these than the twist. You know, because I can always put like a little nice shrink wrap over these and tighten it up and all that stuff. And when it's time to service them, it's a lot easier to just take this apart than to have to, So that's why. All right. How's he doing, Brianna? Is he doing much better? I did this one on horizontal. We don't have the same reach as the vertical. So I don't know if the other guys would even see this right now. But I still wanted to get it out, I still wanted to get it out because I was too excited about this and I wanted to see if it worked the way I think it's going to work. I can't see it not working because it's just right now the wiring is basic at this point. Oh, shoot. Did I grab the right one? It's going to, okay. All right. And I just need one more. I need a male and a female. I need a male and a female right now. Okay, let's get this female. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. Okay. We're gonna see if it works, man. All right, if it does, fantastic. All right. If not, then back to the drawing board. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, what I don't know is if the is how to I've never used the converter like you were saying earlier, Brianne, without having to change the motor. I haven't done that, but I noticed what they did something I learned today is that they didn't put the live wire directly into the unit. The live wire wasn't even doing anything. It was sitting on the side. Okay, and only the ground and and the neutral had any sway in this thing. And I'm like, oh, interesting. That was the first time I saw that. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now this here is like if you're going to use a light, you would use something like this. So I can probably just cover this up for now, and then we'll just twist tie this thing. If you were this would go towards like a headlight or something like that. Now this had a headlight, but I'm not gonna mess with this right now. I think I think what they did is they used the neutral. If I'm not mistaken, the neutral would go to the light, and this would this would go with the neutral to the light, something of that sort. But I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I just wanna try this. Okay, are we ready? Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. It's off. To remind everyone, this was once a cordless. Okay, I took the motor out. I'm gonna plug it in, and now it's gonna be corded vacuum. Moment of truth. Yes, man. Yes. Yes, man. Yes. For science. We brought it to the front of class. So if anyone is in a situation where they're like, man, because eventually this is probably not going to be sold anymore. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Not gonna. Let me not say that. You never know. But because what I tell you what I do. The first thing I did, I was checking the battery to see if I let's say, all right, what's the output on this thing? It seemed low, but it could have been low because of the charger, right? So I ended up buying another charger. Okay, bought another charger. The old charger. The old charger wasn't doing its thing. Okay, so the old charger was bad. Got a different charger. Charged it overnight. Nothing happened. So I said, all right, so the battery output wasn't low only because the battery was drained. The battery is just, not, right? It's not doing this thing. It's dead. It's like, man, I don't want to do this battery. This is, because then, again, a lot of us with power tools, we've been through this already. And you're just going to keep doing it. So, and I also didn't want to put a step. I didn't want to use a step switch. I didn't want to use a step-in switch here, because that's how the Ricars, not the Ricard, the CleanMax have it. See a machine like this, where the cord just goes. There's no power switch. I can't see it. There's no power switch in the handle. So the cord goes right in here, connects to the power switch, and connects to the motor. And we didn't want to cut a hole in this, right? So I had to use what we already had, and I had to rethink the wire situation, the white and the black, and said, wait a second, what's the purpose? Forget about the forget about the coloring. What's the purpose of the white and the black? It's really just to identify that this is the live and this is the neutral. That's really all it was for, right? So I'm like, okay, so it's the same copper type wire, yeah. So it goes through and it comes out. Okay, so it's going to do the same thing, right? Okay, so I just had to connect it down to here. Let me unplug this. So all I really had to do was connect it here. So now the next challenge is going to be, okay, I'm going to have to secure everything properly. That's the next challenge, right? I have to secure everything properly and make it so this cord has a kind of a protector, so there's no yanking. So and any yanking that's going to be done is going to have to be done here, and it's not going to affect. Damn it! Hold on, give me a second. Let me overhead. My bad, I forgot. Okay, here we go. So any yanking that's going to be done, okay, it's going to be done up top here somewhere. Okay, up top here somewhere, right? And not down here, because it's going to just yank it right out. You don't want that, okay? Because it's not secured enough. It's not like, it's not secured enough. So I'm going to secure it up here through something else, some other means. So if it is pulled, it's going to have a stopper, and maybe I'll put I don't know, maybe I'll put a stopper where this clip used to be. Maybe I'll put one here. Maybe I'll add something here as a secondary, and then the primary stopper maybe somewhere around here where this handle is, maybe something like that. Okay, but I just know that I can't have it where this is freely just kind of hanging like this, because this is going to get yanked out. So really, my right now, after I realize my experiment works, I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna have to, maybe even use one of these. Let me show you. Maybe even use a similar setup like this, to just so it can just sit here and just tuck it right there. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna come up with something. Just know that it's not. I'm not leaving it up to chance. And I'm gonna come up with something. All right, and that's it. That's it, guys. I just had to show that it was possible, and now the work begins of doing the cosmetics and safety and all that stuff. But it works. All right. That's it. That's it. If anyone has any questions about this, just let me know. It's a simple. It's now a simple machine. Remember, the first time it needed the circuit board was needed to reduce the current load and everything else. Probably even amplify some to some degree, because remember, you're not getting all of the. It says DC 24V. You see that? Okay, look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so this motor has to be run off of a battery, and you can't plug it into the wall. Okay, so yeah, it was worth the experiment. I really had fun with this. I had a blast. All right, guys, and that's it. Until next time. Until tomorrow. Okay, until tomorrow. All right, let me put a new battery in. What do you call it? Let me put a new belt on this thing while I'm at it. Clean this up a little bit. I'm just gonna wind down, guys, by putting this belt on and cleaning this thing up. And if anyone have a question, I've had people just send me texts and things like that. If anyone have a question, send me a question. I'm more than happy to answer it. All right, hold on. Let me get a belt. Let me get a belt. Man, you don't know how excited I am that this thing worked. I'm telling you, man. If no other discovery this week, and this was it, it was worth it. It was worth it just for this to be, because it was on my mind all week. And for some people, it's like no big deal. Like, man, dude, I do this all the time, man. But no, I don't do it all the time, so it's exciting for me. Okay, I definitely encourage people to find find that thing. I'm not even in the screen right now. I'm looking for a belt, man. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm looking for a belt right now. I encourage people, right, to find that thing that will give them that, especially as you get older. Find that thing that will give you that rush of that excitement that you've accomplished something. Uh, you know, because it's a good exercise for your brain. Number one, um, but even for young people, even just young folks, just young, hanging out and stuff like that. Even for young folks, man, you got to find something that is more rewarding to you than just punching some keys. I mean, I know that you have other skills that are being developed while you're doing that. The games and stuff like that. I'm totally down with that. But you got to build something. Creative problem solving. I mean, all of that stuff factors in. Build something, design something. Shoot, man, I just bought me a 3D printer. I just bought me. In the South. I've been having fun in the South, man. I just bought a 3D printer. There's some words. There's some sayings in the South that is just the coolest. Like some people would say, I'm fixing to go somewhere, and other people would say I'm fitting to, right? And then the other thing was everything was just over the hill. Just down there, just down yonder. I'm driving for miles. And I'm like, I thought you said it was just down the road. No, I didn't say it was down the road, man. I said it was down yonder. I was like, oh, okay. So I had to learn. Oh man, it was fun, man. It's still fun. These are some of the coolest folks you run into, man. If you don't talk about. But if all you were taught was hate, then all you're gonna see is hate, man. And all you remember from the 60s or the 70s is hate. That's all you're gonna still see today. You have to be careful with that shit. You gotta be careful, man. That stuff will just have you frozen, stuck in time. Very careful of that stuff, man. Let me see something. Nope, this is upside down. This is upside down. Stuff will have you stuck in time. And these people manipulate you constantly, telling you about red. So be careful. Let me see something here. Lock this up. I figured that, either way, I'm gonna be doing this stuff either way, so I might as well have it on the air. All right. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna I have to give this a little bit more room. I think I didn't give this enough room, so I'm gonna have to go back in here again and take this off and loosen up some of this cord. I have to loosen up this cord. Loosen up some of this cord. Okay. Give it a little bit more slack. Yeah. A little bit more slack. Because I want to have a little bit more flexibility with this cord inside this section here. All right, let's put this in. Okay. Let's see what we have. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, I really wish this was metal, man. This plastic seems so brittle. Man, tell you, man. You just deal with stuff, right? You just deal. All right, so now that I did that, I gave myself a little bit more room. Let me, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I needed a little bit more. Oh, I needed even more. Oh, I needed even more. I wasn't thinking it all the way through. Okay, fine. I'll get more. I'll get more. Damn it. See, so when you do your wiring, you're gonna have to have it in the upright position. Wayne, come on, you know this. What are you doing? Let me get off the camera. This way I can slow myself down because I'm moving too fast. I'm trying not to you know, if you really watch people on there every day, it's not action. A lot of times there's a lot of thinking and stopping and pondering. So if you are watching them, like for real, there's a lot of downtime, right? And then so while you're doing this, my mind is like next, you know, like I gotta keep it moving. And that doesn't quite work well, honestly, when you're actually doing work like this, because you're doing it on the camera, but so you're conscious that you got to keep things moving. When a lot of times you have to just stop and look and ponder and think and adjust. So it doesn't make for good TV. You know what I'm saying? It don't make for good TV, man. It's like, dude, man, I'm going to watch something else, man. This guy, he's taking too long. You know, you're taking too long. All right, guys, so I'm going to cut it off right now so you can move on with your life and do something else. But look up at my video earlier today to see what we did. Just a reiteration for anyone who's passing through right now. We took a battery off the back of a Reccar. We put a different motor in. This is the original motor. We put a regular 120 volt motor in. Okay, you can see it right here. Okay, and we got a regular cord, and then we just wired it up, and it works. So there it is. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Gosh, and that's that.